In order to become a Catholic priest, I have to have so many credits, minimum of 18, of philosophy. I have to have an undergraduate degree, and I have a graduate degree in theology, which gives me a master's of divinity. All of that does not make me smarter than you. It makes me more educated than you in areas of theology, but it doesn't mean that when you come to me and you ask me a question, I automatically have the answer, or for that matter, you may actually have an answer that I don't have. Because where we learn our faith is through our devotion, our searching for the gospel, our searching the wisdom of God, and our living our faith. Let me give you a powerful example. I'll actually give you two of them. Maximus the Confessor in the 4th century, one of the greatest saints in the church, he teaches why Jesus died on the cross at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday, suffering the way he did. Now, you need to understand that the church teaches why Jesus died, but does not teach why Jesus died in the way he does at that time. And St. Maximus the Confessor in the 4th century said that this was the devil's work to get Jesus to not love for so much as a nanosecond. Obviously, that is not his word, because that word didn't exist back then. By that I mean that Jesus, in order to fulfill the law, had to love. And he had to love in such a powerful way that he had to fulfill the commandments by loving God, loving neighbor perfectly. And what you see here is literally the last temptation of the devil against Christ, where the devil is trying to get Jesus not to love for so much as a nanosecond. That comes from Maximus the Confessor. That is not official Catholic teaching, never has been. That has been the teaching of a powerful saint who teaches us why Jesus died the way he did. The reason why Jesus died for our sins, that is Catholic teaching. The manner in which he died, exactly why, is not Catholic teaching. Do you understand? Because that is something that we learn through our devotion. Give you another example. One of the things we never discussed in the church, but it's a powerful one that I'm going to give you an example. If you want to see an extreme example of evil, you will find it in one simple line in the gospel. It is where the Pharisees are so determined to destroy Jesus' message, they even plot to kill Lazarus. And as I always say every year around this time when that gospel comes up, how evil do you have to be to plot to kill someone who resurrected from the dead? It also answers another question that I never learned in the seminary, or for that matter, is in the Bible. And that is, why didn't Jesus go back to the Pharisees after he resurrected from the dead to prove who he was? And the answer is simple, because they would have done to him exactly what they did to Lazarus. They would have attempted to kill him again. Why? Because they had become so hardened, so evil, that they even became blind to someone resurrecting from the dead, as Jesus foreshadows in the story of the rich man and the other Lazarus. So when we look at that, we realize there are powerful teachings that we learn through our devotion, through our prayer, through our study of the Word, that you're not going to learn in a seminary ever. You're going to learn through spiritual reading. You're going to learn through your own Bible reading. You're going to learn through knowing the teachings of the church, through studying things even in the catechism, through reading the encyclicals of the popes. You're going to learn those things, and you're not going to learn them because you went to a seminary. You're going to learn them because you studied them on your own. Do you understand that my Master's of Divinity makes me more educated than you are in areas of theology, but it doesn't make me wiser than you are? It's our relationship with God, and as St. Paul says in Romans 12, that transformation of our minds, opening ourselves to the grace of God, being docile to that grace, being open to the wisdom of God through His church, that's what makes us wiser. And all of us have that opportunity to do that. So the next time you see someone acting in a way that you're really trying to say, why aren't they teaching this in the seminary? Well, they may not be teaching a lot of things in the seminary because there's so much to learn in our daily walk with faith. 7, 8 years in the seminary is not enough time to learn it. We have to learn it every day. And so whether you are a priest, whether you're a bishop, whether you're a seminarian, whether you're a lay person, at home in your marriage, if you're a single person, all of us have the call to study our faith by meditating on what the Bible teaches us, by knowing our faith, by knowing church teaching, by being docile to grace, by giving ourselves over to be humble to what the church teaches us, that we may understand that is a greater wisdom, and by living our faith powerfully and sharing it. In that case, my Master's of Divinity degree will only become an obstacle to learning my faith if I use it as a shield saying, I know more than you do. God bless you.